Hey guys, happy Halloween and welcome back to another episode of Great Men Taking Over the World.
Oh hey guys, just Ren here. Didn't scare you now, did I? Anyways, with the spooky season here upon us, I've been playing some pretty cool games and I found one that I think you might want to check out. It's something I would consider to be a true love letter to the classic survival horror genre. So today, I'm talking about Tormented Souls. I was pretty impressed with this game, more than I thought I would be, especially considering it's an indie game that seemed to come out of nowhere, and so I wanted to make a quick review on it. This game feels new yet nostalgic at the same time. It heavily brings back feelings of late 90s and early 2000s survival horror games. It's as if Resident Evil, Alone in the Dark, and Silent Hill had a sick, twisted baby. The intro even has the iconic Resident Evil signature. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. That's pretty old school. Gotta pay your respects, am I right? When I first fired it up and got to the main menu, I just sat and listened for a while. I knew this game was gonna be good just by the vibe of the music alone. Ooh yeah. The story is interesting enough. You play as Caroline Walker, and one day she receives a mysterious letter from a hospital with a picture of two twins in it. After that, she's not able to sleep and has terrible nightmares. This drives her to find out about these girls in the hospital where the letter came from. While exploring the deserted hospital mansion, she gets knocked over the head and wakes up naked in a bathtub. Ooh. Afterwards, she quickly discovers that one of her eyes have been removed. Ew. From there on, you're on your own to discover what the hell is going on here. I don't want to reveal too much here, but it's cool to see things unravel and then come together. Most of the story and lore is found out through notes and journal entries, much like Resident Evil. Whatever the hell the excuse is to get trapped in a Resident Evil-esque mansion, I'm all for it. You know me, I love me some creepy and extravagantly ornate abandoned mansions, thanks to the Resident Evil games. Be sure to check out some of our Resident Evil episodes if you haven't already. My buddy Wesker and I go into great depths as these games are super nostalgic to us. So far, we've covered the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Go check them out. Anyway, first and foremost, this game's environments are gorgeous and are drenched in a dark, brooding atmosphere. Completely up my alley. I love it. The lighting effects with how the light from your lighter bounces around and cuts through the deep shadows is awesome and frightening, as you never know what you might find out in the darkness. Sometimes, you don't want to know. I love this main hall. It looks beautiful and kind of reminds me of a combination of the Resident Evil 1 mansion hall and the police department main hall from Resident Evil 2. And this wonderful melancholic music sets the ambience perfectly as you explore. There's just so much detail and personality in these rooms. It's as if the mansion hospital has really been lived in. It looks pre-rendered, but it isn't. I can't say enough about the stunning environments. Hard to believe this is an indie game sometimes. All that combined with the creepy sound effects and fantastic music throughout the game make quite the incredible atmosphere. You gotta play this alone at night with headphones. Oh yeah. The gameplay is straight up based on its source material, down to fixed camera angle perspectives, regular 3D or tank controls, finding lore and clues scattered throughout notes and journals that you find as you explore, finding key items and examining them up close for clues or to activate them to be able to use them somewhere else, and combining items as well. Combat is pretty basic, nothing special, but I'm fine with that. At least you can fight back, unlike so many games these days that are hide and seek based or just creepy walking simulators. Of course you have limited ammo, so be sure to scavenge for some as much as possible. You go up against these weird and grotesque hospital monsters that want your blood, and their designs remind me of Eddie the mascot of Iron Maiden on their X Factor album. Pretty gross. You have limited save items just like ink ribbons in Resident Evil, so be sure to use those wisely. There's also the staple save rooms with calming music that serve as a brief bastion of peace and safety from the horrors outside. You don't have to worry about inventory management or item boxes here though. There are some very distinct Silent Hill elements as well as some other interesting and different takes on this style of game, but I don't want to reveal too much here. I'll let you guys have fun and discover it for yourself. Tormented Souls is obviously slow-paced and has a lot of puzzles. There's more of a focus on a point-and-click interactive aspect here for puzzles, giving it that 90s PC game feel as well, which is cool. Some of these puzzles can be quite tricky and clever. Some have taken me a while to figure out as I normally end up overcomplicating them, but in the end, if you pay attention to the clues and to your environment, you'll figure them out, and it feels pretty satisfying to do so. I felt like a real Einstein afterwards, shit. Just kidding, but I did have a lot of fun with them, and did have a sense of accomplishment for beating the game without looking up any solutions, even though I surely wasted some time running around back and forth trying to figure out what I was missing. But hey, in the end, it was worth it. I like how the game doesn't hold your hand and only gives you a nudge in the direction you're supposed to go, but doesn't tell you how to get there or how to solve puzzles or anything. This can get confusing with the maze-like mansion and all the rooms and items you get, but that's part of the fun in my opinion. Just use the map for reference and explore all the rooms inside and out. Another very Resident Evil thing here is the awkward dialogue and bad voice acting. I've heard other reviewers mark this down as a negative, but I think it's done on purpose, paying homage to the classics. I mean, it wouldn't be true to the source if it weren't, right? Either way, I think it's fine and adds to the campy side of the genre, and is even kinda charming.
What the hell is going on here?
My child, you are pale. What happened to you?
A person in a wheelchair with knives in his hands was chasing me.
Oh, it's you. Don't you remember me? I'm the town priest. We met here in the chapel only a couple of days ago.
What?
As far as negatives go, there aren't many in my opinion. Sure, sometimes pixel hunting while in point-and-click mode can be a little annoying, but it's not too bad. I can't really say backtracking because that's what happens in this genre, and even then it's not too bad because you're unlocking shortcuts and stuff along the way. Sure, this game has a lot of the tropes and they can be seen as a negative, but for me it just really adds to the charm. I guess the worst part for me is that the character models look kind of rough and unpolished compared to the environments. The animations can look weird and choppy too. Those things kind of make the game look cheap, and it definitely reminds me it's an indie game, but even then it can be forgiven because the rest of the game looks so good and is a lot of fun to play. So I'm gonna give Tormented Souls an 8 out of 10. I had a great time. This is definitely a high quality game. We don't get classic survival horror type games like this anymore, it seems, so it was great to experience this style again, but in a new light and on a modern system. This is the perfect creepy ass game to play this Halloween season. It took me like 16 hours or so to beat the game, but I play slowly and meticulously, so I'm guessing most people will beat it in like around 10 to 12 hours or so. Either way, this dark and immersive experience was totally worth the $40. I played the PlayStation 5 version, but you can also play it on PC via Steam or on the Xbox Series X, but it's also coming to PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch early next year. I think February or something like that. Hopefully they'll do a good job porting it over to the older consoles. I'm not sure if this is the studio's first game, but either way, they knocked it out of the park here in my opinion, and I really hope they make a sequel and expand upon what was created here to make something even better. That's why I'm talking about it here, so more people can know about it and hopefully try it themselves. This game unfortunately hasn't gotten a lot of coverage, so I wanted to do my part as this definitely is a hidden gem. I know this game is most certainly not for everyone, but for those who love classic survival horror like Resident Evil, Alone in the Dark, Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, all of those, you shouldn't sleep on this love letter to the genre. I gotta stop playing with this damn thing. Freaking poke my eye out. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me on another episode where I took a look at Tormented Souls. Pretty cool classic style survival horror game. I wholeheartedly recommend it. Let me know what you think of the game and the video in general in the comments below. Be sure to like and share the video. I would greatly appreciate that.
Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
And I got some more videos coming for you guys. Working on a top 10 countdown and all that. And also I'm going to be doing a live stream Halloween night about 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Going to be streaming Tormented Souls, maybe some Resident Evil. Going to be playing Manhunt. I've never played that before. That should be pretty interesting. You know, it's all sorts of other kind of horror Halloween style games. Going to be kicking back, sipping some pumpkin beers, and just having a good time with you guys. So hope to see you there. If you haven't already checked out our Resident Evil videos, I got a playlist up here in the cards and down in the pinned comments down below. Be sure to check those out. They're pretty awesome if you like this style of you know, survival horror episode stuff we do. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So until the next episode, guys, Happy Halloween. Time for me to go trick-or-treating.
Hey guys, welcome back. Playing some pretty cool games, and I ran across a goddamn bitch. Anyways, with the fucking bullshit that I can't remember what I'm supposed to say, it's something I would consider to be a true lever. This time I took a look at Tormented Souls. I hope you enjoyed it. Fucking shit. Ugh, get fucking hungry. Oh, ooh, that was juicy.